Hello, everybody. Well, before I get into this video where I want to show some records that I picked up here recently, I just wanted to mention this part here, what I'm about to say, and hopefully this makes sense, and that this doesn't come across in any bad way. I'm not meaning it in any bad way, so let me just take a shot at this. I know my channel is Prog Hat. And when I wonder sometimes if folks hear prog, it might have two effects about it, my channel. Like the first effect, oh, it's just all about prog. We got enough of those already, which there are some really good prog rock channels out there about focusing only on prog. Or that they do come inside and go, I didn't see not one prog album. What's this guy talking about? I just saw classic rock, classical, jazz, folk, those types of groups that he was showing. That's the other effect. Well, folks, Prog Hat's channel has the welcome mat. Just come on inside and check it out. My favorite genre, that is correct, it is prog. But I also get into where I listen to a lot of different types of music that either from when I was growing up, new music that I've discovered now in 2000. There's just a lot of artists out there and all types of genres of music that I get into. I get into jazz. I love jazz music. So welcome, folks, for any first-timers here or just got curious, maybe watched a video for a few seconds and was like, I didn't see one prog album, I'm out of here. I just wanted to share that because I was sitting here thinking while I was prepping up for this video, I thought I'd mention that. So anyway, let's get into this video because breadcrumbs can sometimes lead to some good cheap vinyl. I'll see. We'll see here why I'm saying that. Okay. The first record I want to show is a new album by a U.S. prog band, and like I was just saying, there's a lot of U.S. prog rock bands out there that I'm discovering. There's Pattern Seeking Animals, and the list goes on. This is another one. I like this band a lot. This album is called Breadcrumbs. It was released in 2025. So here we go. Breadcrumbs. Love the artwork. Here's the front. Here's the back. Song titles. This really nice artwork inside. Right? The inner sleeve. Now, this band's been around for a while. I haven't gone back into their catalog and listened to the other albums they released. This is the label in the center of the record, which is really cool. It's this eyeball. I like that. Now, comparison to other bands, I would say, in my opinion, Genesis and Pink Floyd. Bottom line. That's just my opinion. There's a lot of other people out there that has done a review on this album, so go out there and check that out. But one of the tracks that I really do like on this album is a song called When the Night. Actually, let me make sure I say that. It's just When the Night Calls Today. Good lyrics in that song. Great, great, great song. Now, here's where the breadcrumbs lead to the cheap. Because I picked up 2, 3, 4, $5 records. It happens once in a while. And I like when that happens. And these are probably records that I would give $1. I don't see giving any more, in my opinion, than that. But I've been known to do it and give $5, maybe up to $10. But these were good vinyl cheap finds. They were in a section of the clearance row where I noticed that it was the row that got hit the hardest because there was like not that much left. There was about this much left in that section. The other rows were full. So I was like, I wonder why that is. So I started looking through there. So let me go ahead and show the ones that I picked up for $1. This one right here, I didn't know it was a UK press until I brought it home. But I don't too much leave Moody Blues albums behind. This is to our children's children. You can see right there, 99. I opened it and I was like, why is the cover real light, not too heavy? I don't know if you can see that, but right there mentions that Decca London. It does have the original insert with the lyrics. But this is a really good prog, I'm going to say it, prog rock album. It really is. I don't really like to say symphonic, but I get it. I understand why that genre term was created. But this album released in 1969, it's almost, and I wonder sometimes if it is a concept album. Some of the best songs on here are like Eyes of a Child, Part 1 and 2, Floating, the real short song by Justin Haywood, I Never Thought I'd Live to Be 100, Gypsy, that's a really good song, and Eternity Road and Candle of Life. Those are beautiful songs on this album. So that was one of them. The next, I took a chance because, I like funk soul music, and I saw that this guy had put it back. But I went ahead and picked up the Ritchie Family, African Queens, funk soul album. Maybe might have some disco to it. It's on Marlin Records. It came out in 1977. And so I'm looking, this is the back, I don't know if I showed that, but I'm looking forward to listening to this. It was $1. Sometimes, those are the best finds. You end up liking it. Next, this was played so much. It had lots of top 10 hits. 1980, I was glad to find it. I guess you want to say that's my, what do you call it? Not generous find, or my guilty pleasure. There you go. REO Speedwagon, High Fidelity. Almost sounded like Jimmy 2 times. Go and get me the papers. But yeah, there are the hits. I mean, all of these were played on the radio. It's good rock and roll, classic rock now. 1989, one of their strong albums of the 1980s. Next, this is a hard rock band, and I have seen some of their albums before, like in garage sales, flea markets, but I didn't pick them up. I thought sometimes they were just a little bit not something I wanted to pay for them. So waiting game in this situation paid off. This is one that I found in the 99-cent bin section. Axe Offering, hard rock. I love that cover. Yeah, I can't wait to listen to this. This is on Atco Records, released in 1982. Here's the back. I'm pretty sure there's some fans out there in the vinyl community that probably like this band. And if you do, and you know some other ones to check out, leave me a comment in the video below. I appreciate that. Next, I found another copy of not that they're just laying around ever. Don't get me wrong, but Kansas albums some of them are kind of getting a little bit hard to find in the wild around here. Like Audio Visions, and I'm going a little bit blank with some of the early ones like Kansas, Masquerade. But I found Point of No Return. I love this artwork. This artwork just reminds me of Dust in the Wind. There's just something about the old waters. Maybe these are the new waters to come. I don't know. Point of No Return is such a great song. I love that. Those little keyboards that kind of remind me of Yes. And Dust in the Wind, I mean, what I'm sure that song has inspired a lot of us guitar players to want to finger pick a song like that. It's a really, really good song. I love the back cover of this, but really nice find. The next one I was really excited about finding these were not 99 cents, but they were still like around $10 or less. I found El Dorado, which it is, well, let me see here in my notes, 1974, the band's fourth album, I think. El Dorado, I love this record. That iconic cover from The Wizard of Oz. This is one of their best records in their catalog. The El Dorado Overture, Can't Get It Out of My Head, Boy Blue, Laredo Tornado, Poor Boy. Another album that is so good from beginning to end. Did it come with anything inside? I don't think so. Just this really cool inner sleeve of the band. And the lyrics on the other side. But I love this record. I do have the CD of this. But I found this for under $10. And I was like, I'm going to add that because sometimes I'd like to hear it on vinyl. And then some days I'd like to hear it on CD. So this next one was one that my wife went with me today. Some of these were records that we went to the record store today also. So some of these are from today's finds. And anyway, she says, look what I found. And it still has the shrink. Yeah. This is really a good record in my opinion. It's blues, rock. I love this little... I might not tear the shrink off. It's from Peaches. I guess that was a record store somewhere for $5.98. But this is an album that it's not the soundtrack. And I think maybe back then some folks may have confused it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just thought this was like their first studio album. Briefcase Full of Blues. Came out in 1978 on Atlantic Records. This is the one that had them doing their version of Soul Man, which was up in the top 40. I remember hearing it a lot on the radio. Some of these other songs, I'm sure that I'll recognize them because they probably were part of the movie. There's the Flip, Flop, and Fly, which is a good song. Lots of great musicians on this album. Let me see here. There's Paul Schaefer on Hammond organ, part of the David Letterman band. Steve Cooper on guitar. Matt Murphy on guitar. Donald Duck Dunn on bass guitar. And Lou Morenin on tenor sax. So, an album full of just great musicians. And so, yeah, I like this album. I like the way the guys sing on here. Rest in peace to oh my goodness, I'm going blank here. To Jim Belushi. Sorry about that, folks. And man, am I going blank? And Elwood Blues. Good old Dan Aykroyd. Man, I'm doing that too much lately here. So anyway, the next two records I have, this is Billy Joe, Street Life Serenade, 1974. One of his early records. I really like this record and Turnstiles. His earlier records are just really, really good. I would say classic rock and roll. Haven't heard this in a while, but I found it today for a good price, and $10 plus tax. I thought that was nice. The record's in great shape. So little by little, I'm building back up my Billy Joe collection. I still got a few more to go. The last record that I wanted to show is Cheech and Chong's self-titled album. Yeah, that was another one. This is in really good shape. It was also $1. And my wife saw this and she said, "You got to get that because that is so, so, so good." Our parents had these records when we were kids. But I like the way it says this little statement here. And I'm going to say that what this is, hard rock comedy. Yeah, here's the back cover. So this came out in let me see here, 71. Yeah. Not too many times, you don't find too many Cheech and Chong records out there in very good shape. They're really, who knows what people did on the vinyl itself. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, folks, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all those who have recently subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Leave me a comment below. Maybe you like one of these records, or maybe you like these artists, but another record. So anyway, take care, and I'll see you soon.